And how you like that there? See? In just a few cuts, we have a perfectly good power steering delete. And everything works. It all seems to fit really well. There's no hitting, nothing, anything. It's like, you know, all of this that was hitting, gone. Yeah. See, this is the kind of grade A material that you get from a you know, very fancy YouTube channel such as this one. Okay, everybody, so slight change of plans. You see the motors in the vehicle right now. The reason why that is, well, it's pretty simple. This is my first turbo build. I am going to absolutely destroy this motor at some point, maybe even the turbos. I don't know. I hope not. I mean, I'm not going for that, but I mean, it's the first one. It's bound to happen. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or anything like that. So what did I do? I took out the forged pistons and I put in the stock ones. Now it has everything else is the same. It's got the stage 3 cam, all that good stuff, and yeah, I mean I had to do some modifications, which I'm gonna show you here, which I'll show you how I did that, and then yeah, I mean everything else. This is fully bolted in now. This isn't like the last time where things were loose. The heads are in, everything. So let's get to it. Okay, so this is where we are so far. Got the crank in, as you can see down up inside there. My hair right there. Yeah, dang cats. What I gotta do is rebuild put the connecting rods back onto those pistons right there, and then I can actually go ahead and pop them back in place here. Okay, so what we have here is the stock OEM right here. As you can see, it has the stock bearings and everything in it, the little needle bearings in there. When these go wrong, they tend to send the needles everywhere. And whenever you're doing dual valve springs and, you know, aggressive cams, you always want to upgrade your trunnions. And so that's what we're doing today. As you can see right here, I have the upgraded one. These are the Summit Racing trunnion upgrade kit, because I got the Summit Racing in that box right there. There's Summit Racing dual valve springs, but I'm waiting on Amazon to bring me the tool. So we'll get to the valve springs in a minute, but what you got to do is you actually have to remove the OEM ones, and so what you're going to do, so what you end up with is this right here. So this is what's inside there. You got these little bearings right here. So we'll go ahead and pop one off right here. And as you can see up inside there, they have all those little bearings and whatnot. So now these have those, as you can see, these have those, but they are completely sealed all the way around. So they're a lot harder to come out. So we're going to, I'll show you more of these once we get to go in and install some of these into these rockers. So as you see, I have a bunch of these already taken care of. This is all one bank right here. So let's go ahead and let's do this one right here. So whenever you're going to, well, you want to know how to remove them though, don't you? So that's probably a good thing to know. All right, so when you're looking at them, you'll notice that this side has these flat sides right here, and this side doesn't. So when you're going to go pressing it out, you're going to use I used a 22 millimeter. It seemed to work pretty good. Some people use 21 millimeters. I also used what is this, a 3/8? Yeah, I used a 3/8. So what you're going to do is, now let me set this camera up so you can see what's going on. All right, so first let me go ahead and get this set. So like I said, you're going to have the 22 millimeter on this side. So you're pressing it, you're going to press it that way so everything comes out that way. So you take this, you sit it right here, and I like to use this end actually on the pressing of the bearing side because it's actually kind of like the exact same size. And so you want to get it just right. I'm going to come over there. I'm going to turn it that way so you can see it here in just a second once I get done. Okay. So, as you can see, I have the end right here and this right here. And so you're going to start and you're going to get some tension on it. Now, you're going to want some sort of leverage because, like, even though I've been going to the gym, I still don't have enough leverage to do what I need here. This bar just isn't long enough. So you sit there and you just, yeah, there you see, started to break free. Now, sure, you can go and get one of those tools to do this. I mean, they work great, I'm sure. I didn't get one because when I was ordering it, it didn't mention anything about needing it. I should have. It probably did, and I just didn't see it. But as you can see it there. So as you'll see, it's see, sliding on out. Now, if you don't want to make a mess, I recommend that you, at this point, find a way to catch it. But seeing as though I'm holding the camera and doing this at the same time, we're going to make a mess. Man, doing it one-handed is so hard to do. Well, I didn't make a mess. Luckily, it went that way. It's a 50-50 chance when you set it here in the center. Go that way or this way. But honestly, I've been actually checking it. Every one of them's gone that way. I don't know if I've just been setting it more further that way. I guess that would have to be what it is. But as you can see, it's empty. And we can go ahead and add the new ones. Now, when it comes to installing it, I'm going to set this camera up a better way so I can have both my hands. Like a little baby. Y'all should, I bet y'all feel really warm right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is let me adjust you guys a little bit. All right, so we have these parts right here, and then there's going to be some snap rings that go on the outside here in just a moment. But what we're going to actually do is you got to assemble this. So this will go right here, and then we start to go in. So we'll pop this in here like that. And then we'll go in and like that. We have things. We have stuff in our hands. So what we do now, because we will need, let's see here. You're not worried about this right here at this moment. You want the bearing to be lined up. Like I said, they have a tool. It works really good. But so does a 22 millimeter. So what we should actually do, hang on. Like I said, we want to do it this way because we always want to be pressing on with this because it has that flat end. So we'll do like this. And we're just going to set this thing right up in here like this. We're not going to get crazy with it, guys. Like I said, this is Southern gears. We don't have a lot of those newfangled parts. And I have extras with a lot of stuff, but this is fine. This works. Some people will tell me it won't, but I'm watching it right now work. So now you're at this point where this one is actually flush and you don't want to keep pressing it because you'll just end up pushing it out further. So, ow. Oh, dang it. Luckily the bearing stayed in there. But it got a lot of aluminum on it. I need to clean my floor. I need to clean the whole shop. Let's not get carried away. So, what we do now is, oh, and also one thing to note, before you do these things, put a thing of assembly lube on them. I did not do that on a couple of mine, but I will do that on the rest of them. And I'll get some assembly lube in there. It's not a big deal. It's not that tight of a tolerance. I could probably get some to maybe seep up in there. If I gotta get all this crap out of here first. Don't need aluminum in my engine other than the aluminum that's already there. But all right, so you're wondering, okay, well, what are we gonna do now? So we're gonna go ahead and put this snap ring in. Actually, we're gonna push this in just a touch more, and I think that'll do it though. It wasn't gonna take much. I just wanted this to be a little bit more out because you want that that lip right there to be exposed. So now, when it comes to doing these snap rings, get a good tool. Get one that fits on this thing really well. And be very careful. Unless you want to go, I mean, you can go find these. These things aren't that hard to find if you had to find some of these things. But, yeah, I shot one off here just a little bit ago. And it was not fun looking for it. But you have a good set. These are some snap-on ones that Michael has. He doesn't use his tools right now anyways. So, yeah, I was able to do this. And I might go ahead and turn this snap ring around just so that it's not... I like uniformity. Well, that's a lie. But I wanted to have that down low like that. Seems to look better. And now you're wondering, how are we going to get this to go where it needs to go? We're going to press this. Yeah, I ended up taking this 24. I didn't get the tool. So, you know, I have to learn how to do everything the hard way. If only I'd have just bought the tool. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. So, what I did was, I took this, and this, what I'm going to do is just take this and transfer it. No, well, hang on. You want to make sure that that thing is nice and free, and then proceed to squish it. Basically, you want to get this one flush, and I'll show you why in just a second. Let me lock this thing in place. It's like I'm sitting there fighting this thing, and all I had to do is just lock it in place. All right. And like I said, we're just gonna go right there. Now, you see that is out now. And now what you do is, you don't need much. It doesn't push the bearing back out the other side, but as you can see, this is starting to come out. Now, like I said, this is not the tool to do it. But as you can see, it is working. Do I recommend you buying the tool? Well, yeah, I mean, probably. It would, if you'd like to save some time and not struggle like I am, then yeah, I would absolutely recommend getting the tool. But if you don't want to spend however much it is on the tool, then I think Amazon might be here. Yeah, close enough. So there we go. Now we have 2 of them done, and I have 14 more to go. So I'm gonna take care of that, go get my Amazon order, and yeah. Okay, so got all 16 of them done, and it only took, I don't know, an hour or 2. But they must have known that people were going to launch them across, because I still have quite a few of these things left over. And I launched one. It went from here all the way over there and landed in that garbage. Okay, I swear these GoPros have been getting really trashy. This thing won't stay on for more than 21 seconds. Always 21 seconds. Let's see if this one does it. It's I'm not going to wait on it. I'm just going to start talking and let it cut me off. But so I got my tool in from Amazon, and oh, hey, we hit 21 seconds. We made it past it. Woo! So this is going to be what I'm going to use. I'm going to use one of those dual ones that just takes care of 2 at once. And let's go ahead and look at the valve spring. Okay, so what we have here is a dual spring setup from Summit Racing. These are 400-pound, 0.600 lift, just perfect for what I have. It comes with some new seals, canister seals, retainers, you know, all that good stuff. So that's what we're going to put in, because we put in that stage 3 turbo cam. And I had to get this stuff in order to put the heads back on. And I've been waiting on that for, actually, they shipped this out pretty quickly. I can't really say anything. I ordered it Thursday. I got it Saturday. So, I mean, Summit Racing is getting that orders out quick. So, I recommend going to buy some stuff from Summit Racing if you want to get something, especially if it's their brand. They're getting their stuff out really quick. So, like I said, I recommend that. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to put, well, we're not going to put the heads back on. Not yet. We're going to put these on the new heads after we take off the springs, because I never did find any L92 heads. So, good old whatever the heck those were. They're going back in. I think they were like 317s. Okay, I had to break out the nice fancy camera. I didn't want to bring it out in the cold, but whatever. Yeah, we got the nice dual valve springs in here, but with the fancy camera I can go, ooh, look at those fancy valve springs, I should say. Yeah, and then we actually have some ARP bolts studs in that box right there with the that there assembly lube. One thing I didn't realize is that they actually send a thing of assembly lube with it, but I like the way that one looks better, so I'm gonna use that one because it's less messy, probably. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put these heads back on. Used the nice fancy new ARP studs, and yeah, this could be so nice. I'm so happy. It comes with all these nice instructions and everything like that, which the Chinese ones, they didn't do that. All right, so it's like freaking 2:30 in the morning, and I've got everything bolted down. I got all my nice, as you can see, I have the lube still here. I need to clean that off, but I'll get to that because, like I said, it's 2:30 in the morning. But that's pretty much everything I can do for right now. Tomorrow we will get this into the engine bay, and yeah, we'll see what we can do. I think we'll be able to fire it up, but the only thing is I have that stage 3 cam, so I gotta do some research on, you know, like things I gotta do. I know how to tune the idle. That's it. So we'll see. We'll figure that out. We're gonna figure that. Like I said, we'll be back. We're gonna work on this tomorrow some more. So let's cut to tomorrow. Check it out. Got everything back in here. Now there's a few things that we're gonna have to address. One of those is the oil line for this one. The one I got is not long enough. This one is gonna have to go from here all the way over and down to where, down up in there towards the oil pan. So it's a long ride. Now I can get oil fitting on this oil line, fitting everything like that on that one. That's no problem. Then the other thing we got to do is I have to get a bolt for that oil drain line, because people that sent that to me didn't put in any of the bolts. So I actually had to find a bolt. But then it also didn't fit, and I had to modify it. So, you know, just when you're buying the oil drain lines, just make sure you're getting one that actually works. Something else that's going to be a thing: no more power steering. With the drain line, the turbo drain line right here, it needs to have a nice direct source. Right now, as you see, it's kind of long. I'm going to cut that down. I was just kind of like putting it there for right now. I just want to make sure that this was the place it was going to be, and this is going to be its location. But like I said, gonna have to eliminate power steering. So with that being said, we have some options. We could remove this power steering pump and, you know, have this big gaping hole, and it'll still kind of like go down under it. It'll still kind of be in the way. We could get some brackets, or like just eliminate this whole thing and have a bracket that holds just the alternator and the tensioner. Oh, there goes the TRX starting up. Or, you know what? I'll show you what I'm thinking. And how you like that there? See, in just a few cuts, we have a perfectly good power steering delete, and everything works. It all seems to fit really well. There's no hitting, nothing, anything. It's like, you know, all of this that was hitting, gone. Yeah. See, this is the kind of grade A material that you get from a you know, very fancy YouTube channel such as this one. Yeah, I mean, this is right here. This is art right there. Beautiful. So, what else are we gonna have issues with? Because there's so many issues. Now, some of you might be wondering where the blow-off valves are gonna go, or wastegates. Sorry, wastegates. Blow-off valves are gonna be up here. Wastegates are gonna be probably right here now, maybe over here, because the radiator is gonna be kind of like right here. So I don't want to be, you know, like sitting right here at the radiator. So they might come over here. I want it to be in the radius, you know, as it comes around, so it kind of hits it and pushes it out. And that was my phone. My phone. I didn't fart. I would be laughing right now if I farted. So then the other one's gonna go right over there. And then, yeah, I mean, I wanted to go air to water because that's better for drag racing. However, those things are expensive. And I may still go if I can figure out a way, but for right now I think we're gonna go just regular intercooler, and I still don't know where the heck that's gonna go yet. I might go with 2 individual ones, one for that side over there, one for this side over here, because I could probably fit them in there. Then again, I might put it at an angle right up in here, but you know, it's going to be, I don't know, we'll see what happens. There's a lot to go over when it comes to the cold side. It's just not a whole lot of space to deal with. So but that's okay, we're gonna work it out. There's not too many other issues that are actually going to be a problem. I still have to get new injectors. So whenever I do start this up for the first time, because I just want to see these things turn, then it's going to be still on the basic tune. But eventually, once I get everything set up, I'll have to go to speed density and all that good stuff. And we're going to go over all of that as well. And it's not really that hard to do it. It's literally just some software writing. Man, so these GoPros suck. Okay, a few other issues. That right there is going to be in the way. The brake stuff, all that whole proportioning valve, going to have to get moved out of the way. Not going to work right there. Probably going to have to get some relocation coils, because they are mighty close to everything right here. And yeah, I mean, this side's not too bad, but still relocating them to the firewall or somewhere is probably going to be what we're going to have to do. And really, I mean, that's all the issues we have. There's not too many. I'm okay with that. I still got to put my harmonic balancer back on, but I want to get a good one. I want to get an SFI rated one, because, you know, drag racing. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, because I still got a lot to do. I still got to get the exhaust ran, all that good stuff. Still trying to figure that out. There goes the TRX again. Yeah, I think sounds good. But then I also, because I'm eliminating the power steering, I'm gonna have to get a new belt that goes from here and does everything like that. So you know, it's a thing. It's no big deal. And then since I'm going no power steering, I need to get a new steering box. So that's another cost. Things just keep adding up. And then even after that, then I got to get the right steering shaft to go from there up, because the OEM one is no longer going to fit up in there. It's just way too bulky. I mean, I could modify it like I just did for the power steering delete, but yeah, that's probably not going to work the same. I don't think. I just don't think it's going to work the same. But like I said, that's going to do it for this video. We're getting there, and that car is coming along slowly but surely. It's getting there. So if you're here for that car, it will get done, I promise. But like I said, that's going to do it for this video, and we'll see you later.